Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece episodes 95 and 96. We just met Ace really for the first time. And we're gonna catch up with him, reminisce, hopefully learn about the Whitebeard pirates and possibly even the Blackbeard pirates by extension. Maybe that's just a theory. We have a lot more theories in the last upload. If you want to check our channel, we talked a lot in the last episode. You can find on our channel about all of what we think, all of the speculation, a bunch of probably wrong stuff. I'm gonna be honest, but it was hopefully interesting. Hopefully people liked what we had to say about it, and let's see what happens this time. Leave a like and subscribe. Anything you want to say?
Nope.
Of course not. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get 2 weeks ahead of uncut timer reactions on Patreon, and 1 week ahead on edited reactions. Just like you see here, you get a week ahead on those by going to patreon.com/BOLDcast. Let's go. I love this map as well, by the way. I didn't say that last time, but I love that we got a map here.
Idiot. Fire Fist Ace.
That's cool looking.
It's the
Panda Man! Oh wait, we spoke too soon. They're gonna have an actual pointless
I guess
fight.
so.
We spoke too soon. Shit, I thought he was gonna run away. Wait, are they in the sky together now, just fighting?
What if Smoker just like pulls him up into the atmosphere? There's no oxygen, and he can't have his ability.
Shit. Whoa!
Oh, Karoo. Luffy, you're just dropping this on us right now?
Three years before.
Interesting.
Also to
Then
find
he
the
must have
One
been
Piece.
around a lot longer than we were thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, let's not destroy the city over here. All these innocent people.
Ooh.
Luffy! Oh my god, someone needs to put a leash on this guy. Like, he's one of those child leashes. You just destroyed this town. Killed 20 people. For nothing.
I love how he says the name. Podcast DS.
Oh, they're taken off.
Yeah, the Marines are there. They have to. City of Green.
I bet it's gonna be all dried up when we get there.
No wind?
Luffy! No, Luffy!
Oh no, Luffy.
Nami's just about to go and just beat him up. You ever just want to punch someone?
Arm wrestle? Is that his way of calling him stupid? Still go at your own pace, don't you, kid?
100 watermelons? There's both of us. Wasting water. They just destroyed that water.
And we're in a drought here, kid.
He's the #1 water waster. He needs to get taxed on it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it looks like teeth.
I have my own pirates, actually.
So he wants to help this guy do it. That's nice.
They capture someone?
Is this just one of the small fry pirate? No, clearly not.
Oh.
Oh, the one on his face.
If you know my code name. It's like anyone knows your code. It's not a secret. It's not even a code name. It's just your name.
So they want to let him just die or get captured.
Aren't the billions, like, way down? Is it like they're like lying to them and saying that they're higher than they are? Or am I misremembering?
I thought, yeah, millions were below the agents, and then billions, and then trillions, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I seem to think that's like, because it's like there's like 1 through 10, and then like it go like the bigger the number, the
Well, they just killed him, by the way. It looks like. Right.
surely.
They just giving it like, oh, let's just set up a fight where Luffy and Ace need to work together to beat up a bunch of nobodies.
They walk the same too. No, that's what Nami is for. She remembers where I park my ship.
It's quite the crew, yeah.
I like how he's just like a reindeer instead of a doctor.
Oh, why would you say that, you fucking idiot?
What did you say?
He said, we have a princess and a duck now. You fucking moron. A musician, you mentioned that earlier.
He's been mentioning that, like, since day one. Just incinerates all of them.
I love just, like, my honest reaction to that information. They both have that look. It's so awesome. I really wish I hope that, like,
Why does
Ace
the boat
doesn't...
look so creepy? Do you see that?
No.
Yeah, it's fine.
They're recognizing him now.
Yeah. Oh
The
boy.
recognition. Talk about lucky. I just, what is, like, why is everyone so
They
overconfident?
just walk away, yeah. Classic.
Total Sigma move. It's like with all the Arlong guys. They just walk right past him.
Oh my god, what is your guys' problem?
Nice.
That's so freaky how it like goes through his shirt like that. Imagine if you just snipe that guy straight through the head.
There's a
Right
lot
in
of
his
crazy
eye.
animation this episode, too. They're, like, really putting in the effort this episode. Oh, he heated his... Ace uses heat metal. Whoa! That alley goes right to the moon. Jesus.
Continuing on.
So like I was saying, yeah, I do have a devil fruit.
I can't believe these guys are still trying. You're too late. You can't swim. No.
What about your brother? What about your brother?
I'll find him again eventually, I suppose.
Didn't even say goodbye to him?
Gonna just like grab him.
So he's super badass. Yeah, so he fought him. Yeah, that's interesting. He fought him. Wait. What? How did he get there? He has a devil fruit.
Does he have a little bow or something? Or what?
It didn't look like it.
Can
but
he
it
like
looked
put
like
the
he jumped
fire
off
on there
something.
so that there's like steam so that he can like rise above the water?
Ooh.
Sanji's like, can we have this guy?
Oh no. What is that? Is that his ship? It looked. I thought it was gonna be Marines, but. Chopper.
Nope, that's Baroque Works.
Oh. Is he just gonna burn all these ships down? He's just gonna snap his
crazy.
fingers and then they're all just gonna go up in flames?
We've got to check if the billions are higher or lower. What?
Oh, he does have a boat.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll clean him up. I thought he was literally just gonna light them all on fire. Oh.
He is.
He's literally just gonna go light them all on fire. He's so sick!
Oh, he has a motorboat! Oh my god,
that's so cool! And he still has a sail. He pushed it under the boat. He's
What
so
a
sick!
freaking badass.
What?
Oh
And he's
my
like
god.
surfing! Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god!
He just murdered all those people!
Hell yeah, he did! He's fucking...
They're all like,
He's
what?
so cool!
Oh my god.
Man!
That's crazy.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, that's so awesome. Oh my god. That's so cool. He surfs on a motor surfing boat
that is
board
pretty sick.
thing.
Now,
And
what do
Luffy
you...
said that he was gonna beat up Crocodile, which means, Smoker, what are you gonna do, big man?
Yeah, that's fine. Of course he does. Classic.
What are you gonna do, big man? More pirates for you to take over, I guess. He's really hardcore after Luffy.
Yeah.
He's got a vendetta.
It's like he stole a loaf of bread and, you know, this guy will just never leave him alone.
I mean, kinda. They didn't do anything bad. And everyone's just like, oh, they're pirates. And then it just keeps going.
Smoker's just literally Javert.
Yes!
That's what I'm saying to Joe. It's just like, it's like ridiculous in the way that he's like zoned in on him.
He's chasing a certain man. That's why he won't join them. Blackbeard, we called that shit. I mean, it wasn't that hard to call, but still.
Oh.
Blackbeard used to be one of your men.
What did he do?
He stole a ship, killed a crew member, and jumped ship.
Interesting.
He's nearby.
That's nice.
Hell yeah. Let's cheers our water.
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of, it's expensive here.
Ooh.
Wait,
Oh,
we're not
yeah,
gonna watch
some
it.
of
We're
the-
not gonna watch it now. We're not gonna watch it now. I'm gonna look
Right.
up. I'm gonna look that up.
We'll check it
I'll
out
have
next
it
time
for
if
next
it's
time.
good.
Yeah. Another great banger
know.
episode. Banger episode. Mr. 11 getting absolutely capped by these nobodies. They go off to fight the boys. Get absolutely clapped up. Dudes get sent to blasting off again.
Yeah.
And then, and then Ace is on the ship, and he's fucking so cool.
He is so cool.
He
they
is
just make
so
him like
cool.
the coolest guy of all time. Did you see
I didn't think we would
Little
run
Chopper
to a
crying?
Yeah, because he's just so touched by their brotherly effect. Probably jealous. Probably jealous because his brothers didn't really help him out, did they? Assholes. He's got this fucking windsurfing surf boat, motorboat.
So
It's a
cool.
jet boat too. It's like he
and
powers
it's
it with
fully
his fire.
submersible. Like it's not
Fully
gonna get wrecked by
submersible.
going underwater. And it's powered by him.
By him.
What a like.
'Cause he is
how
him.
can you get cool? You know what I mean?
How can you?
It's
He's
like,
a fire guy. He's got a cool
I
hat.
know,
He's
it's
got a
like-
skull necklace. He's got fucking cargo shorts with a belt with his initial on it. On
it's
the
like,
buckle.
You know, you see.
He's got a fucked up tattoo that spelled his name wrong.
You see, like that's what I do like about him. It's like Mihawk is like all cool. There's like
Yeah.
nothing goofy about him, but
it's a
Ace
bit-
has like a little bit of goofy stuff.
That's the thing, is like Mihawk is really cool, but it's almost like Oda turned up the cool meter to 11 and it kind of goes back around. In a weird way, like he kind of comes off a little bit cheesy,
Yeah.
like that he's all vampire and he's got the crosses and he's got the shit lit up.
His
on his
aesthetic is so strong.
It's so hardcore. Not that it's bad. I really like it, but it's like in contrast with everything else in the story. This is kind of what I was talking about with like with Ace's design. It's like Ace, it strikes a
He's
strikes
like
a
a
really
10
good
out
balance.
of 10
He's
with this world in consideration.
and just everything
And, like,
together works so well
yeah.
together. Like his power and everything. Why is his hat?
doing that. See, he's smart. He has the tie on his hat though. Maybe Luffy's gonna get one now. I do just I love
Luffy's
that.
just excited watching
I also
him just
love
kill these
how
fucking
they're
people.
how Smoker's like, a fight between us is pointless, and then they just have one anyway.
love
and then
we
he's
had that
like
whole thing,
pointless,
yeah.
just as I said.
Yeah, so it was literally just for style points. Yeah, I love how we made this whole thing last time. I was like, yes, the commitment to the bit, the commitment to the logic of your story. It's so nice to see. And then they immediately do what we said we didn't like, but it was still
It was okay
it was
because they
cooler
didn't
than I
make
thought
it
it was
that
gonna
big
be.
of they didn't like it was like in the background and it was like a cool
Yeah.
like it was like a set piece like
And it was also like a power scaling thing to show
Yes.
the level Ace is on and the level Smokers on in the Grand Line as well. Yeah, so it was cool. And then we learned a little bit about Blackbeard. Apparently Blackbeard, I figured
Blackbeard came first.
I figured Blackbeard came first. I figured they were both rivals from the beginning, but it looks like Blackbeard is like a he's kind of like Satan. He's kind of like he's like a fallen angel. He was one of God's crew. Whitebeard. He's got all these minions under him. He's seemingly Ace let some stuff slip that he was like not a bad guy. Whitebeard. Am I wrong? Am I inventing
well, he
that?
just said that he believes in him and wants him to be the king of the pirates.
That's what it was.
And he's going down to track down a guy who killed one of his crew and took off.
Yeah.
So you kind of infer a little bit of the morals there.
Yeah, so then it is kind of like Whitebeard is God, and then I guess Ace is Ace one of the archangels, I suppose, and then Satan, I guess Satan was an archangel, wasn't he?
Yes.
And then he fell from heaven and then turned, and he's like doing his own thing. He's going against God type shit, and now he's cursed forever and just a piece of shit. And he's off. Did he say? I just want to, because you didn't see it, and I am terrible at reading. Possible sin. Oh, the worst possible sin. I thought he stole a ship. I'm wrong. Sorry about that.
No, he killed a crew
He
member
jumped
and
ship.
left.
Yeah, sorry. I read that wrong. That's my bad. Apologize. Yeah.
Can we, I know this is a bit of a pain, can we go back and check the structure of Baroque works?
Do you remember what episode that was in?
I would think it would be like one of the Cactus Island ones.
No, it was right before we got to Alabasta. Vivi was like giving the whole.
Oh yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, and there's like these numbers, and then there's the unluckies.
No, it was before this. This one probably. Oh, Chopper.
Such a good little guy.
Yeah, here. I wonder if we'll see her again.
I hope so. Well, I also hope not, because she was boring, but...
Strange monkey and chicken. Holy shit.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So it's backwards.
Yeah,
It's backwards. I invented trillions. That's so totally my bad.
That's... Honestly, I feel like it's kind of too bad, because I feel like it would be so... Like, I thought that it was, like, this, like, super cool thing where... Like in an MLM, they like convince you that that you're closer to the top than you are. Like, oh well, you're doing so good, you're selling so much stuff, you're gonna like move up soon. But it's like you're not gonna. And I thought that it was like the thing of like they tell all the billions that they are gonna move up
Promote
soon,
them.
but they just never will.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like I thought that it was like
I think it kind of is. Like, you know,
Well,
one of them will move up to 11 eventually, but
yeah.
it kind of is like that. Like that's sort of what they set up. I think more at the beginning as well when we were talking to Ingram, or when Ingram was explaining it. It was like or Vivi, I forget who it was. Anyway, that's kind of what they were saying. It's like everyone is trying to like get upgraded.
Yeah, it is like that. I just thought that it was like the extra layer of like telling the people that are on the bottom that they're actually in the middle. You know what I mean?
Wow, Ace is fucking cool as hell.
He's so cool. And Smoker's still so cool. I love Smoker.
I love Smoker. And we can't check out the new ending yet, but we will. All right, let's check out the next one. Leave a like and subscribe. Moving on. That's not true.
It just rained the other day.
Yeah.
I really like doing this for the recap. Having like a narrator, I feel like it makes it better.
It does, because, you know.
It makes it like
it gives a new spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rather than just seeing what we already saw.
We're thirsty.
It's gonna be Mr. 2.
What do you mean?
The shape-shifting guy.
You think so?
Probably.
No.
Ooh.
Guys,
These guys look
super
cool as
dripped
shit.
out.
Damn. They look so cool. Maybe it is really him.
I think it is.
It is really him. Okay. What a nice rug.
They tied Ace's boat. Oh my god.
I love just seeing their life on the boat.
Me too.
It's one of my favorite parts.
For Karoo, I love him.
She's sending Karoo off? Oh no!
Oh,
No!
Karoo!
No! Not Karoo!
I mean, like, Karoo's really good and very loyal, but he, you know, you're gonna just send him across the desert?
It's gonna get intercepted and they'll
And
know.
someone's gonna find it and then they'll hurt Karoo.
The show has made it clear they have no respect for animals. I don't want Karoo to die here.
If something happens to Karoo, I'm gonna absolutely lose it. That makes sense why he has like a sippy cup,
Yeah.
because he gets so thirsty in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it before.
Trying to usurp the throne. Exactly. It doesn't make sense for a pirate to do that unless the world government wants there's somebody in the world. Yeah. Some sort of deeper goal. Ooh. And then it cuts directly.
Are we finally gonna get to see like what she does?
The lizard runners.
Those are creepy. Idiot. Ace is just gonna like wear his normal outfit, or is he taking off some? They're so cute.
Seal turtles. Kung Fu Dugong. Oh my god.
Oh, I love that Chopper knows what he said. Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
Os.
No, they'll follow you forever. Actually, you want to bring these guys. No,
Yeah.
But I don't want them to get hurt. Just so random.
Oh, I love it. I really hope Karoo's okay.
Me
God
too.
damn it. I really don't want anything to happen to Karoo.
Like, stay here. Oh, I thought he was gonna say, let's leave our backpacks here. Mmm.
Is he gonna try and eat Chopper? You're still in the taiko
Why
drums.
couldn't we let them?
Like Ace and Sanji are kind of getting along. It's kind of cool. Oh.
Oh. Is it not a saltwater river?
No, the rivers flow into the...
Oh, I just assumed that it was like on every other island where the river just like went, like it was just like almost like a split through the island that just connected to the ocean on both sides.
Mm.
I feel like they need better rain collection
Yeah, facilities.
devices. Yeah.
Until what happened that day, at least. The world government came and then outlawed
Is
it.
this all
Oh,
a
those
powder?
pirates. Those are some of the Baroque works. Some of those guys.
The powder.
Oh. Oh, until it became known? They're from Baroque works.
Or, oh.
The plot thickens.
Well, those were the Baroque Works guys, so it's like, were they just
Was
bringing
he
that into
ordering
like
it from them? From
either
Baroque
was he
Works?
ordering it or was that not happening and the Baroque Works is making it look like the king was using that powder only around like his area and not everywhere else. Idiot. Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
So it kind of manipulates the weather and in a damaging way because it's not balanced anymore. Unless he did.
Unless he did.
I think he did. He was trying to. Oh. Okay. So he didn't know about it, I guess.
Well, there's clearly guys. Yeah. Oh.
This plot goes deep.
But now the river's too low. Or, oh, they destroyed the canal.
Well, shit. They took their Checky water, man.
That makes sense.
This is exactly like Dunk and Egg, the second book of Dunk and Egg. It's so good. Anyone who likes this, you should, and who maybe likes Game of Thrones, you should listen to the audiobook for A Night of the Seven Kingdoms and the 3 books of the Dunk and Egg series. It's, in our opinion,
Very good.
possibly even better than the actual Song of Ice and Fire story. But that's just, hot take. It's a little bit more shonen-y. You might like it. It's not as like crazy political or whatever, but it still has that element to it. Anyway, highly recommended. It was so good, especially the audiobook.
Spooky. It's a ghost.
I'm sorry we're not talking. I mean, that's probably a blessing. I think everybody's been telling us to shut the fuck up. But honestly, I'm sorry we're not messing around as much. It's just really trying to drink this in here. What the hell's going on here? Oh, it's like that one, the dude from the Phantom Troop. It's all the holes in the buildings.
Very spooky. Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
not quite. Isn't that could be one of 2 people
I mean, it could
that we
just
know
be
of. Could be somebody
the
else.
wind.
It could just be the wind, but it
Don't
seems
open your eyes in a
needs to
sandstorm. What
see.
is wrong with you?
There's somebody there. The hell is that? I just passed them. Is that somebody? Was that dragon?
Maybe. Nope. Hope not, anyway.
This is getting super complex. Is he about to punch Vivi?
Could you imagine if you just punched her? Ace's face.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's burying the skull. I'm surprised it's not buried already with the cyclones coming through this place. I guess the cyclones water. Tornadoes.
Persuade
Talk no jutsu.
with my fists.
They said this was okay. Let's check out the ED. Chopper?
Luffy's spot.
I heard it was a chopper-focused ED. Look at him! Whoa! Look at that hat on that thing. Whoa. Is that the all blue? It'd be crazy. Ooh, this is a beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the perfect place for a nap. I'm getting Attack on Titan flashbacks with that fucking shell, and it's freaking me out. Chopper's like, if we kill all our enemies over there, will we finally be free?
I love Chopper. He's so good.
Good ED. Mm-hmm. Love Chopper. Love a Chopper focus ED.
Anything
With Karoo as well.
Focus. Yeah, I love Karoo.
Speaking of Karoo.
Nothing better happened to Karoo or I quit.
Yeah, we might delete the channel if Karoo gets like roasted like a chicken, or Crocodile's like, yeah, I ate that fucking duck. It was tasty. It was some garlic and butter. Or something like that. Like, that would be... I feel... Because I can't put it past the show that they won't do that. Because
I know.
Like, after what happened to the Unluckies...
I know.
I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, they could... they could be... I mean, the Unluckies didn't talk, and Karoo, I guess, didn't either. But, like... They were about the same sophistication, and I don't know. It's about, like... it's kind of freaky, honestly. Mm-hmm. It's kind of freaky. It's
like,
it's actually stressing me out. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's like if it was any of the characters, I would be, oh, nothing's gonna happen to them. But since it's Karoo, I'm like, is this just gonna be like the first like really brutal, horrible, sad,
tragic death?
Of like a main character, but it's an animal, so it's okay, and it's not like a actual character, so it's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just scared.
Even though to
he's
us,
so cute.
It wouldn't be okay, but like I think you know, Oda clearly has different. You know, we're a little bit more
I think,
sensitive than Oda clearly when it comes to animals.
Clearly, then I mean, some people probably think that we're dumb right now because people are getting so heated when I was upset that they beat up Momu.
Yeah.
And Laboon and stuff. So you know.
Yeah. I really don't want anything to happen to little Karoo. He's too good.
Mm-hmm. He's got his little water pouch. So good.
Oh no.
I love this episode was so good. Very intriguing, really getting into like the backstory of what happened here with all the dance powder and a big setup by Crocodile to make the king look bad.
Yeah, so the king, as far as we know, and maybe something will come out that the king actually did know, and he was lying, but he wanted like the people to prosper, but maybe didn't. Maybe was sold a false deal. Maybe he didn't know about the implications about like how the moisture would just be collected from other parts of the sky, essentially, because it just all the powder doesn't actually like that's what I was thinking. Like you can't just magically create rain, but maybe the show is doing somewhere it magically creates rain. I don't know. I'm not going to assume anything, but it seems like Oda actually thought through, and this is a big W, that that it would cause problems in other places, because moisture isn't just created, it's taken from other things, pretty much exactly like Crocodile, and the fact that Crocodile was setting it up in the palace, probably with Mr. 2, probably, right?
Yeah,
shape-shifting into somebody in the palace, and then using this stuff, or just having agents in there, whatever, whichever. But and the king was just like, oh, it's so great, and then everyone's like, oh, it's the king's thing, like it's he's whenever he's around, there's like more rain, and it's so prosperous and awesome. But then all the fringe places are just like, was it other islands? It was just other people within Alabasta, right? It was just people in other townships and stuff. So they would be in a drought, and then there's this unrest, and then Crocodile comes in and like is helping people from pirates or from whatever in other places. Possibly, it's not even put past that he set up like he could have even sent billions to pose as pirate and just beat them up. I doubt he wouldn't have to, because he could beat anybody up. But like, anyway, it's a side thing anyway. So it's a full setup by Crocodile, but the kicker is still whether it is also set up by the world government. Because now we find out the world government wasn't banning it to try and control the powder, this like magic powder, because the powder isn't like magic. It's not like creating moisture, it's drawing moisture. So the world government isn't just like controlling this magic powder, it's controlling this like technology, essentially. Like it's controlling this technology that actually has a negative impact. Like before we knew exactly how the powder worked,
but we speculated that there was probably some kind of downside, because it's like it's like almost impossible to have something like this, but we thought it was something in the way that it was made, not in the way that it
exactly.
not in the
we
way
thought
that
it takes
functioned.
Yeah, it like, I don't know, some machine that like powders clouds, and then like that's the powder, and then that goes into the air, and then the moisture comes down, or like something like that. Like it's taking an element from a neighboring island. But yeah, it is similarly causing a negative effect. You're right, and we did kind of speculate on that, but it's not the way that we thought. We still don't know the production of it. It seems more like the production is possibly leaning more towards like Crocodile's power, since it seems to come from him with how those guys who were like carrying the cart and were delivering the powder.
Yeah.
Spilled it and then like ran off. I
Like,
love that. I love that foreshadowing.
Delivering it to the king.
Yeah.
We say so loudly.
Yeah. Did they slice it open, or did somebody else slice it open?
I think that
did
it
it just
fell,
rip?
but it was purposefully.
But yeah, it was like
done.
purposely a huge bag in the middle of this town square. They yell about the king and then they run off, and they're working for Crocodile.
They didn't even run off. They were like, when they were questioned, they were like, what were you doing? What is this? And they're like, I don't know. We were just following the king's orders. They're just say the king like.
So
as
maybe
many
it was
times
all
as
part. That whole thing was part of a drama as well, like the fact that it got exposed.
Oh
there.
well, yeah. That was like
Exactly.
clearly their plan.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just kind of crazy. But then, so the fact that the powder is not like exactly magical. It doesn't just create clouds. The fact that it does all that, there's, it changes the way that the world government might be associated with this, because Crocodile is a warlord. He could be an agent of the world government, and Ace was kind of alluding to something about that, about a deeper goal when he was talking to Sanji. Or was he talking to Sanji? He was on the boat. He was talking to somebody. He's talking to Zoro. Yeah, about like a deeper goal with this whole uprising, and then it cuts to Crocodile. And so maybe there is still something with that, but yeah, the fact that it actually has a negative effect on neighboring places, that's like a good reason to make a law banning it.
Yeah.
For example, like is what I'm kind of getting at. Like it's not just about it
Control
could still be
or,
about controlling the resources and controlling this like super powerful technology, but it's like it also, if you were like a benevolent lawmaker, there's a reason to ban it, because it can mess up the ecosystem.
Everything.
Yeah,
And cause fights between countries, which obviously you don't.
exactly. Yeah, and especially in a world government where like this, it's like the UN here. You don't want to be introducing this thing that like can cause unrest amidst all these countries, but there's still the possibility that even though it has this negative effect, that it is for control as well, and that's why they have Crocodile here, like kind of orchestrating this whole thing. Maybe it's not the world government in general. Maybe so. Here's something that this happens. This is the kind of thing that might happen in like we talk about it in Naruto. You talk about it a lot of different things, and it's something that we don't really think about as Western people. But in Japan, there's the emperor, and then there's the shogun, and there's in Japanese history, and I'm not an expert, but there's like a it's like there's the people's leader, and then there's the military leader, and it's a kind of political system that is similar to stuff that we have here in the West, but it's not. We don't think of things the same way. And in Naruto, for example, you have the feudal lord, and then you have the Hokage or the Kage or whatever of each village, and there's a weird power imbalance there that from our perspective. This relates to One Piece, I promise, in a second. But from our perspective, that sort of dynamic of like the Kage telling the feudal lord what to do, and the feudal lord just being like a figurehead and just really rich for no reason. To us, it's like, what is the relationship here? Like, this doesn't really make any sense until you think about like the shogun and emperor sort of relationship historically in Japan. It's like there's always kind of a power struggle in Japanese history, like the emperor, there's constantly this struggle between those two factors, and the shogun. I'm out of my depth, so I'm trying not to get too specific because I'm trying not to sound like I'm a know-it-all about this specific subject. I usually save that for other subjects, but the shogun obviously has the power of the military, so it kind of is the real one with the power, and then the emperor is like. Has some effect over the country, but like the military power is where it's at. So maybe there's something like that with like that sort of Japanese shogun emperor leader, people's leader versus military leader dynamic with the Marines of the world government, and then people like Vivi's dad, where it's like maybe the Marines is like the shogun, maybe the head admiral or garp or whatever, maybe not garp specifically, but that there's an element in there that is maybe like that, where they're trying to, they're using the warlords as like a shadow arm of them to undermine the political leader of these countries one by one, and then their military rule can kind of like come in afterwards and then take control of it, and they can have full control over all the countries and all the resources and everything like that. Because right now there's a balance. It's like the Marines are like this military body, and then there's all of the leaders of these countries, and it's kind of scattered. Maybe there's this sort of desire within the Marines to like conquer and and that also feeds back into the whole theme that the Marines are just like the largest pirate group. So that they want to take control. They come in, they destabilize these regions, then come in and save them, much like how kind of Crocodile is doing. And Crocodile is also a warlord, which is affiliated with the Marines to some degree, or being a warlord is said to be related to that. And that kind of fits with what Ace was saying about like some kind of deeper goal, or et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. That's just speculation on my part, but it's I don't know. It might be interesting. Maybe it goes in that way. Maybe it doesn't. But it would make sense with that whole control aspect that we've been talking about a lot. We've just been looking at these lizards while I've been talking about all this political shit. But I think that would fit a lot with like kind of how they're setting everything up, all these like false flag operations and all this crazy like, or I guess not quite false flag, but all this political scheming and all this all these optics and all this different shit. And that would again make it a lot more difficult when like Kobe comes back. Yeah. As a force in the story. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What do you think about everything I just said?
That was a lot. I guess I'm just thinking
that
about...
was a lot. Glad you stopped talking. Fucking guy.
No, I'm just thinking about it because I think originally it seemed like, is someone like telling Crocodile what to do, like based on the dance powder and this and that, and we didn't know the full story. And then now that we know, there's more clearly a reason why that something like that would be banned, even though at first it seems like, oh, this is a great thing, why should it be banned? Then it kind of comes around and makes sense. Which then, the government or the Marines or whoever could still be involved, or it could like point more in the direction of that they're not involved, because like a key point for them being involved was them outlawing this dance powder, which apparently had been outlawed way before Alabasta because of like
I thought that got outlawed like around this time. Am I wrong? Oh no, it was outlawed. No, you're right. You're right.
Different place.
Yeah, you're right. That's why it was hidden.
Yeah, so that's why it was this big secret and everyone knew what it was right away. And I was like, oh, this like illicit substance that's like being used for evil. So I think that there could be some involvement, but also we don't, like, they're setting everything up to like make you very skeptical of everything, and I feel like a lot more will get revealed like once we get a little bit more from Crocodile, or like we see more of Smoker's reaction to what is happening. And because like they're like, oh well, it's like I get the feeling like the warlords don't really do anything unless there's like a huge thing in it for them, unless it's either their idea or they get like a huge reward from it. So like like how I think how it was described either earlier in this or like more in the live action, where it's like, they basically can't beat them, so they just say, well, they're free from the law, so people can't be like, why aren't you stopping them whenever they're doing something shitty. So Crocodile could just be doing his own thing and no one's stopping him, or would even think about stopping him because he's kind of just allowed. But then it's also the thing where he's operating under this completely false name, and like, building up this whole company essentially, which is why, Ace is like, oh, well, why would just a pirate want to do this? So there could be some ulterior motives, or he could be thinking less like a pirate and more like something else, like how like Kuro is a pirate but he wanted to settle down, and it's like maybe Crocodile is a pirate but he wants to like build this organization and not necessarily just take over this place and be the king, but like make his own thing or like his own base for future operations, you know.
Yeah, it seems like that's sort of the doom of pirates. It's like that, like the way that like Luffy is like he embodies the spirit of like what the series is saying a pirate should be. You know, like he wants to explore, he wants to live life, he wants to go out and experience the world. And then we have like Kuro, who just wants to settle down. We have Arlong, who has Arlong Park and is trying to control this village and is just kind of there and is saying that he wants to go do all these crazy things, but is also kind of complacent. And then so maybe there is something there with Crocodile. The way that there was two things. There wasn't just Ace talking, but there was also Crocodile talking in this episode, which makes me think that he doesn't like the whole idea of, I want to create this nation. He's talking about like, no matter what you do, the desert will always stink of death. And I wonder if that's just villain talk, or where there's starting to be a lot more thought about like or starting to be. I'm starting to notice a lot more sort of concrete, like overarching and connecting threads that are clearly there to like set things up. So in the Kuro arc, I might write off what he's saying here as villain talk and just like, he's just talking about death because he's a bad guy. But he might be talking about like, this land is worthless to me. This is bullshit. I'm just here to do essentially a job, or because if he is a warlord, like the warlords are supposed to be like peak pirate. They're like peak pirates. They are Sigma grind set males who don't follow the rules, and that's why they've ascended to this higher plane where they don't need to do anything they don't want to do. So there must be something in it for him. It could just be on the face of it that he does actually want this to be his place, or it could be going back to the connection with the Marines or whatever. He's getting a benefit out of this that will benefit him more in the long run, and this is all just window dressing, and he's just playing this part. He doesn't give a shit about being a hero, obviously. He doesn't, maybe he doesn't actually want to make this his base. He's just sort of he's working essentially for the. I think that like his talk of that, like, why if he's doing this for his own value, then why would he talk about the country like it's this worthless fucking hell pit and be like constantly trying to destroy it?
Unless there's something else here, like something
maybe there's a secret element,
magical
saccharide.
Yeah,
some kind of
something in there.
Oil. There's oil in this desert. Makes sense why the Marines, and there's all this America stuff going on, there's like a secret oil or some thing like that, because they were already talking about like the America's health care system. Maybe this is like America's foreign policy. We're talking about all these wars, about all these like shadow governments and all these different types of shit. Maybe there's something with that as well. The America influence was pretty strong before. Maybe that continues into this arc. But yeah, the fact that like Ace is talking about, it's not like, he's one of the 7 warlords was in this country, but a pirate trying to steal a kingdom? That sounds like a bad joke. All right, and then he's like, pirate dropping anchor in one spot and settling down. Don't tell me he's trying to usurp the throne. Yeah, it just sounds like to Ace, like, who is in one of the biggest, most powerful pirate bands that we know of up to this point. To him, it's just like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Why one of the pirates would want to not do this? Like, it makes sense for Kuro to want to settle down, or Arlong, who's just like a middling, guy in the weakest sea, so it's been said. But for one of the 7 deadliest motherfuckers in the world to like not be acting like a pirate, with the stuff where they're working with the, or possibly at some points beneficially sort of symbiotically operating with the world government, and with that shogun stuff of like, destabilizing it, and then the military rule comes in. And we know that because of Kobe and Helmeppo and stuff like that, and Garp, they're kind of simmering in the background. Maybe if this is like a proof of concept of that kind of a story, where like the military rules trying to take control, and the Marines are, as an aspect, are trying to gain control. In Logetown as well, we saw a table of all of like the I don't know if they were admirals. I forget exactly what they were. They were all like the captains of the fucking Marines, or like and they were like, we're going to war on pirates. Ah! So they're like this military. It's like this swell. There's like this war cry, this building tension for that. So maybe this is just one step in like a grander scheme to like gain total control, et cetera, et cetera. And that would also like with the like so there's the Shogun and the Emperor stuff, but it's also fitting with One Piece's overall theme. And again, Luffy's sort of spirit, his holy spirit within him of wanting to be a pirate as he sees, like, and that all of that being freedom and stuff like that. The ultimate antagonist being the Marines, this like control group that wants to just control everything. It kind of is at perfect odds and conflict with what Luffy thinks. So maybe I'm thinking a little bit too big picture with that, but I think that this could just be setting up for later stuff. And if what people have said about like One Piece's writing as well, with how connected everything is, I could see this being the start of like trying to get those gears turning for like an overall thing with that. I think it's very interesting, at least, and I think we should move along.
I agree.
Unless there's anything more to say?
No.
Giga Chad says nothing. One thing that we neglected to mention, that we forgot to mention, the cyclone here, because Luffy was looking at the cyclone like,
a little tornado.
Whoa, which was weird. It like blew past all of them, and it was like a really big moment. And then Luffy was like, "What?" That was just a weird moment. Anyway.
That was kind of weird.
Anyway, sorry about that.
Dinosaurs.
They're just lizards.
Oh, poor Chopper. It's not your fault, Chopper.
Are they being followed?
I don't think so.
Just the way Ace was like looking back, and then
They could be. No. You just spat out all the water. See, Luffy is such a water waster. Ace is just like, oh my god. Honestly, I feel like they should just be traveling at night and like resting during the day. What do you think?
Well, you can warm yourself up at night, but you can't cool yourself down at the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's also stars. That's pretty.
Oh, there's unpredictable dangers.
And now he's all warm. Maybe they should travel at night, then Chopper could just tow them.
Yeah. They're all idiots. And that's why they get along.
It's gonna be a scorpion.
Oh my god. So this is a shrimp. Is it stabbed into him?
Is it a desert shrimp? Oh my god.
They need the delicious in dungeon chef over here. Luffy.
I bet he got stung and didn't even know it.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Oh, more tornadoes.
Those crazy, terrible sandstorms.
Oh, the wind's picking up. Yeah, I'd say so, by the looks of it. Oh, it's something to do with this place, or is it... Oh, it's just a sandstorm, okay.
Cover your mouths and your eyes, you idiots. Vivi, there's a lot of dangers around here that you didn't mention.
Yeah. No warning at all.
Oh yeah, that scorpion, I should have told you, but it's poisonous. Oh yeah, there's sandstorms. Even though I should have got reminded when there was a small one earlier, I still didn't tell you. Imagine how horrible you'd feel. Just like all your clothes just completely full of sand and your hair and stuff. Only 1/10 of the way. Did she know that there's like no rocks for a long time?
Cheating.
What an idiot. You made the rule.
The goggles.
That's the wrong way. I feel like there's something.
Yeah, there's something lurking in this weird little rock formation.
Like carnivorous birds that Vivi forgot to tell us about. Or lions or hyenas or I don't know what's in a desert.
Dingoes. They're gonna be more like
Zombies.
more like animal.
By the sound of it.
No, but like the dugongs. You just left all their stuff there?
They're gonna steal all
They're gonna steal it. They're tricksters. Gonna help the birds?
Like,
Why wouldn't he?
She's like, wait.
Did you leave all our stuff with those fucking birds? Oh my god, man.
Come on.
Why don't we like cut all our clothes into like a giant balloon and then Ace can make a oh my god.
Come on. Ultimate scammer birds.
Just like you said.
That's a pretty bold move, because, like, I
feel like most people would eat the birds.
Or, well, then maybe they wouldn't because they think that they maybe are, like, poisoned or something. But, yeah. I feel like that's a terrible strategy.
I'm kind of weirded. I'm kind of confused because, like, Luffy's first instinct is like, oh, we gotta help these birds. Not like, oh, I'm a tasty bird. Gotta eat these birds.
Even though he wanted to eat
He wanted
Chopper.
to eat food. Yeah, exactly. Bird brain.
Oh, come on. I might as well get in on it. I thought he was gonna...
Look at Zoro stealing his mind.
I'm always have Chopper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, they're all wearing. Is that Karoo's thing, or is that just? Oh no, that's just their water.
Wow. We just need to get some bird violence
so
going.
asshole. Yeah. Let's take out the bird violence of the series on these birds instead of on Karoo.
Yeah.
Unless this is foreshadowing.
We're gonna be bringing it back to a bunch of babies, and
They're not gonna catch these birds. Hey Ace, how about some chicken? Usopp, why don't you snipe these birds?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, there's always a bigger bird.
Or an evil sand monster.
Yeah, sandworm or something. Oh, plants.
Oh, I'm surprised that there are plants in a desert. Maybe they're juicy.
Well, there's moisture beneath the sand.
Yeah, I guess. It must be really far down, though.
Oh, damn.
I wonder if these are edible.
If it's carnivorous, you probably cook it up. Maybe we're watching too much Delicious in Dungeon, but even though we only watched one episode.
Oh.
A camel?
It's the camel!
It's the cool guy camel!
Yes! Help him! Goes flying off to save these birds when he sees a camel getting eaten. Ha! That's funny!
Wait a minute. Is this a filler episode?
I was gonna ask you when's the last time you checked for
Oh
filler
my god,
stuff.
this is a filler episode.
It's okay.
Well, shit. I completely forgot. I've been waiting for the filler episode to come, but... God damn it. Well, then we might as well watch the rest of them. There's only 3 episodes. Shit.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
What the fuck is happening? What is it now, Vivi?
It is. It's like the thing from that Scooby-Doo like desert race car episode. Like a giant sandworm.
Malduga. Desert frog? Zora's just like, what the hell is going on here? A dragon?
It's like a salamander thing. And once again, Luffy just leads it straight towards everyone else. Classic.
Well, I got food. Another thing?
It's a baby. Or just another one. Oh.
All right, Chop. Or no, it's just gonna be Ace. He's gonna take care of it.
Cook it from the inside.
Oh my god.
Anyone want roast dragon?
Dragon's like, finally. I've always heard stories about fire-breathing dragons. I'm glad that I can become one before I pass. Oh, that's cool. They're grilling it on the rocks.
Mm-hmm. You can't all ride it. The camel's like, no.
But now I'm going, oh. No men allowed? What?
Beating up the camel! Why would you do that?
Lashes. It's a nice name. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be Vivi and Nami get to ride the camel.
Mm. But you didn't still have your stuff, and then the camel could just carry all your stuff.
That's what I was thinking. They still have that like sledge thing that Luffy was pulling the thing on. More Baroque works, people. I think I'll check. Hang on.
Yeah, just double check, and then we can see what we'll do for the episodes.
Oh, no, this wasn't a filler episode.
Oh.
Wait. No, this was not a filler episode. The next 2 are filler episodes. Okay. So this was canon. This
Okay.
was canon. It felt fillery, but it was just part
just
of the
more
journey.
fun,
It was
yeah.
it was just part of the journey. What made me think that it was fillery was apparently like when Chopper, like the episode where Chopper got like captured or whatever, like went away, and then Luffy went away and came back or whatever. Like there was some added stuff in there. So sorry for saying that it was filler. I just knew there was a filler coming up, and it messes with the way that we like schedule up the episodes and everything. But no, yeah, this was canon. Okay, well if it was canon, I liked it. I liked it even if it was filler. I liked it.
I liked those birds, and they looked like you could just tell that they were such shitheads when they were flying away.
Yeah, I love when they were like running away or like
Just
when
like
Luffy was chasing them, and they're like
they like paraded all their stuff around, and then like
just their faces.
Yeah.
They're just the worst guys. And then yeah, we got Cool Guy Camel, or Lashes as he shall now be known. Awesome, and they're eating some dragon. Sick. Ace
Delicious.
absolutely roasted that one dragon, but they were grilling the other one. I thought that was really cool. Not a whole lot to talk about, I guess. It's just I like the traveling. I like just the vibes, you know, the whole vibe of
and
this
Vivi
this
just
area.
keeps forgetting to tell them very critical information.
Yeah, it makes for some very funny and ridiculous, insane. Like, here's the thing: she can't tell them everything, obviously. So that's so.
No, but
like,
she could have been like, just so you know, there are things like sandstorms. If you see a scorpion, don't pick it up. And like I can understand like the birds, but I feel like she could have given like a brief rundown on some of the things that they might encounter.
And the idea is that if you have a guide and you're in a place like that, you know, you follow the guide's lead, but Luffy keeps running off and running into all this shit. So then she's like, no, don't touch that. When you know, normally Vivi would be kind of giving the directions, like, okay, go here, do this, and kind of managing everybody. But when everybody's, or mostly Luffy, is just running off and doing insane shit and just being a dummy, then she can only play catch up. Unless she wants to literally try and teach him everything, and he wouldn't listen anyway. So it's, you know, it is what it is when you're dealing with a guy like him.
The bird just drinking the water.
That was so funny. Love the camel. Love Chopper talking for the camel. They got a camel now. Sick.
Awesome.
Now we're going out into the desert, and we're going to skip these next two fillers, and we'll figure out how to sort everything out as it goes along. Leave a like. Subscribe. Let's move on to the next one.